Welcome back to Vincent v. Vincent on ESPN here. I'm Eric, joined by Vincent and Vincent. The topic of the day here, folks, which team will have the better record this year, the Cowboys or the Giants? Which team will overall perform better? I'm going to hand it off here to Vincent. Vincent, how do you think the Cowboys are going to perform this season?
You know, the Cowboys coming off a wild card victory, and everyone says the Cowboys are overhyped, but you could say they just beat the greatest quarterback of all time. Let me say that again. The greatest quarterback of all time. The Cowboys just beat them in the wild card round. Dak Prescott has his second playoff victory. He had a subpar year last year coming after injury, but the Cowboys were still good with Cooper Rush. They had a 4-1 record with him. I think Dak could do a lot better this year, and I think with Tony Pollard as the number one back, there is no limit to what the Cowboys can do.
Well, thank you for that, Vincent. Vincent, how do you think that compared to the Cowboys, the Giants are going to perform overall this season?
I think the Giants are in a better position to go farther. They're younger, they have better coaching, and they're more well-rounded. You mentioned them beating the greatest quarterback while that team had no run game, no defense, and the quarterback was old, and he fell. So I just don't see the Cowboys going that far this year. They have a good team, but I don't see them going farther than the Giants.
You can't say that. The Giants just got shellacked in the divisional round versus the Eagles. You know, the Giants just lost 34-7 versus the Eagles. I don't think you could say the Giants have a lot of expectations going into this season.
Well, when you look at that, everyone said the same thing, going that we were going to lose to Minnesota. In Minnesota, they were 14. They had the most one-score wins in the whole year, and we went in there away and just shut down their defense. Daniel Jones had the best game of his career, and he'll have one of the best seasons of his career, if not the best, under coaching, under new weapons with Darren Waller. So I think the Giants, the new weapons, they'll be better.
The Cowboys beat the Vikings 40-3. There would have been no discussion whatsoever about a Cowboys-Vikings divisional round wherever it would have been played. It would have been played in Minnesota, but the Cowboys would have smacked them too. And the Cowboys with Tony Pollard, they're going to have a great year. I think the Giants, Saquon, his contract, the whole thing's a mess. The Cowboys are just a better fit for 2023.
Okay. We've heard both of your arguments right now, but I do want to ask one more question for both of you here. If, per se, both teams make the playoffs and they do both get into a game, whether it's the wild card or the divisional round or the NFC Championship with each other, which team do you think will come out on top and advance to the next round?
Personally, I think the Cowboys would come out victorious just because of their experience. The Giants, with Daniel Jones, have only made the playoffs once. They played one good football game and then lost by over 20 points to a team in their division which they had 2 games against during the regular season. The Cowboys, with Tony Pollard, with Dak, with CD, they got all the weapons in the world. There is no way in the world that the Cowboys will lose to the Giants in 2023.
I'm going to disagree with that. I think the Giants have better coaching, which is a big part of the NFL. Brian Dable, Coach of the Year, and Dak Prescott, 15 interceptions last season with a hurt finger, and he threw those 15 interceptions in 7 games. He threw a pick 6 to end the game against Jacksonville, and the Giants defense can shut him down. Dexter Lawrence can get to him, and I just don't see the Cowboys winning.
You both have proved your arguments. You both have stated your arguments. We will be back right after this with Vincent and Vincent talking about the team that I think is going to do better than both of them, the Eagles. So we will see you back on ESPN after this.